I I saw something in the woods today. It was horrible. I I just need to put my thoughts down somewhere. That's what this is for. It it was a body. I saw a body. It didn't look like anything I've seen before. Then again, I've never seen a pony dead before, or at least not like this. There's something, a feeling in my gut, that thing. It wasn't a pony, was it? Morbid curiosity is telling me to go back. To go back and check on it, see who or what it was. Oh no, I need to report this to the authorities. No, this couldn't be. If I saw a murder out there, I touched it. I touched it. Accidentally, that is. I didn't see it there. It was an accident. It's fine. It's fine. I can't let any pony know. They blame me for it. Me! Let's see if I can hide the body. I'm back. It's the next day and the body is in my backyard, behind some bushes. After looking at it, I don't think it's a pony. It looks so strange. I think I've said it already, but I've never seen anything like it. I don't think. I drew up some sketches of what it looks like. It seems to be rotting, but when I found it, there weren't any insects around it. In fact, if I look back into my yard now, there still don't seem to be any flies. The birds outside have stopped chirping. It's like everything alive is avoiding the body. I'll need to look at it further. Figure out what it is. Anyway, this way. It's twisted, wrong, but I can't help it. I can't help myself. Alright, I'll try to keep this short. I'm no biologist, but after looking into some books and comparing it, I've come to the conclusion that what I found is indeed not a pony. In fact, it doesn't seem to be any mammal known to science. I've decided yesterday I'm going to cut the body open. For science. It's in my basement now. I'll see what I can do from there. Oddly, it doesn't smell. At least not horribly. The few dead animals that I've stumbled upon in the woods behind my house all shared that sweet smell that makes you want to gag. Not this one though. It's unquestionably dead, but it rots strangely. Maybe it's nothing unusual. I am no scientist after all. I've dissected the body with my kitchen knife. It's not very clean and my basement reeks now. I wonder why the smell didn't show before, come to think of it. Anyways, I've drawn up what I could see. It's extremely strange. The body doesn't have bones like us ponies do. Instead, the inside of its skin seems to be covered by a different hard shell structure. I'll see if I can figure out what it was and get back to reading. The inner part of the shell is covered in a strange, dark mass. It looked pretty liquidy and even spurted out like blood when I first cut it open, but after further looking at it, it's not liquid. I don't think, at least. Speaking of blood, the body doesn't have any. It doesn't have organs either. The entire cavity is just filled with more goo. It is quite different in consistency to the middle layer, the one right under the shell. It's much firmer, almost like pudding. Now that I said that, I won't be able to think of it as anything else. Gross. I'll go into further detail if I find the time. I have found the time. Since discovering the body in the woods, my attitude towards it has changed quite a bit. At first, I was terrified that I found a murder scene, but now I'm more intrigued than anything. I've looked at the body in more detail. First off, the face. It looks pony-like enough, but the irises are too wide and dark. And the teeth. By Celestia, the teeth. I know I shouldn't use the princess's name since she died, but who cares? I'm all alone here. The teeth. They are almost as tall as the snout itself. Most of it was probably covered by lips, but the soft tissue of the face has been pretty damaged since I found it. When I dissected the body, I found something even stranger beneath the cheekbones. If you can call them that. I haven't read up on what the shell would be called. Anyways, beneath the cheekbones are fangs. Horizontal fangs. Like tusks, but they can move left and right. Almost like a second mouth. I really need to read up on what that could be. Anyways, when I looked at the shell of the body, I found that it's much harder at the base of the legs. I gave up on trying to pry it open and just took away the surface layer of skin. The shell is pale and has an almost pearlescent sheen to it. It's also covered in tiny holes going down to the not liquid. I'm not sure what to make of them yet. I've been to town today, went to the library to get the books I needed and returned some older ones I had, but something was weird. I don't know. It's probably just my mind pulling tricks on me since the body is all I can think about. I'm sure it's nothing, but their faces, everyone's faces, they seem off. Not when I look at them. In the corners of my eyes, their teeth grow tall, narrow, their eyes go wide. I'm obsessing. It's been a while since I've seen other ponies, since I've seen anyone but myself and the body. I'm obsessing. I'm obsessing over a dead body that I really shouldn't own. It's just my mind. I'm sure it's fine. It has to be fine. I've made progress since going to the library. I'm still a bit shaken up, but nothing a bit of reading up on interesting things couldn't fix. I think I know what the body is. It's an insect. The keratin shell, the being filled with a unanimous mass of goo, even the internal mandibles, which I thought were fangs. It's a giant insect in the shape of a pony. I do wonder, though, what was it, really? Some pony who got cursed? A rare species of giant bug? I have to look in other sections of the library to find out if this has ever been recorded in history. Before I forget, I made a second groundbreaking discovery. The not liquid can be pushed through the exoskeleton. It forms a thin film on top of it, almost like skin or even muscle, but not quite. It's extremely malleable, but as long as the pressure from the inside stays constant, it keeps its overall shape. I'll experiment with it further. I own the body of a dead changeling. It's the explanation I've been looking for, but I'm still not pleased about it at all. The history books I've read, especially on the attack of the Crystal Empire way back when the legendary Main Six still were around, all seem to match the description of my body perfectly. I've experimented with putting pressure on the inside of the not liquid with my magic and seeing the changes it causes to the surface of the skin. I haven't been able to build up complex structures like hair, but shape and even color variances seem to be possible quite easily. I've even managed to build up the semblance of a horn on the shoulder of the body, though only for a few very short seconds. I'm led to believe this is the truth behind the the almost magical transformations that give the changelings their name. Changelings. Changelings everywhere. It was my due date for the books in the library, but when I was walking through the town, everything I could see were changelings. Their faces seemed to shift before my very eyes, the structure of their bodies, seemingly nonsensical if you actually paid attention. I'm getting worried. I don't know what this means. There's someone in my house. I'm hiding. I hope they can't see me. Oh, Celestia, what have I done to deserve this?